holidays are my favorite time to bake. There's nothing sweeter than sharing homemade treats with the people you love, but let's be honest, ingredients simply aren't cheap these days.
That is so true. That is why we have brought in a pro to share his money-saving baking hacks. Please welcome back to the show, baker extraordinaire, Gavan Knox.
Hey! So we're gonna get right into it.
Okay.
The first money-saving hack you're highlighting today is to level up simple ingredients we already have. So what do you suggest?
So there are a few small things you can do, but before I launch into it, can we just agree that butter makes everything good?
Yes. Yes.
But you know what's even better? Browned butter. So basically, get your butter that you would use in cookies or any of your bakes, and then brown it on your stove for about maybe 7 to 8 minutes till it's nice, toasty, caramelly, and it gives an extra flavor. An extra kind of nutty, toasty flavor to your goods. Zesting is another one. Now, when your cookies call for adding zest to things, add the zest into your sugar and then use your fingers, rub it together, smush it together really well. What that does then is releases the oils even more from the zest and gives you extra flavor.
Wow.
Now, 'tis the season to be toasty.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about nuts and spices. Give them a quick toast in a pan or in your oven, and that again will release the essential oils in there even more. And when you're not using them, you can store them in your fridge along with your flour and seeds so they won't go off.
Oh, those are great tips right off the bat. Love this.
So we're gonna start with cookies, and you've brought cookies that level up simple staples and only use 3 ingredients in total.
Love
So
that.
tell us.
Love that.
So basically what we've got here are a 3-ingredient sugar cookie. Now, a good thing to keep in mind in peak baking season is to keep it simple. So what we've got here are flour, butter, and sugar. But what I've done is I've browned the butter, like I mentioned, and it gives you that extra kind of nutty quality to it.
Yes, it does.
Nutty
Yeah,
caramel.
nice level.
So it gives you, it tastes more than it actually is. Really.
Yeah. This is so good. Oh my God. And if we wanted to level up flavor, excuse me, if we wanted a bit more flavor without, breaking the bank, what can we put in there maybe?
Okay, a bit of a controversial topic, so please, nobody at me.
Okay.
Synthetic or artificial extracts here. So they cost a lot cheaper, and 9 times out of 10, they're also stronger than your natural extracts. So you can make it stretch by actually using less. A good rule of thumb that I use is that if you're doing a bake or a dessert where you want that flavor to shine, so something like a nice panna cotta or a trifle, use a natural extract. Otherwise, go for artificial.
Okay, we love
That
it.
is so cool. I love this.
We're up with our next hack, and you say try out 2 for recipes by using double duty ingredients. So what does that mean exactly?
So basically what it means here, another good tip is to plan what you're actually making. And what you'll find is some ingredients, you can actually double up on them, or you'll get one part of them to make one bake and another part to make another. A good example are eggs. So you could use the egg yolks in one dessert and then use your egg whites in another.
Nice.
Right. That's really smart because often I find I'm left over with a lot of egg whites or opposite.
It saves the waste.
Exactly.
You end up using both of them.
Love this. So that's what you've done with our next 2 recipes. Tell us about these peppermint fudge cookies and the eggnog pudding. What we try.
So the fudge cookies are basically using the egg whites so nothing goes to waste. And I've used some peppermint cane on top of it to give that festive flavor. Now for me, pudding is basically an ultimate comfort food. And here I've taken the seasonal flavors of eggnog, or as I call it, chicken milk.
Yeah.
And made it into this pudding. So it's really unctuous, creamy, comforting, and no waste. You've got the egg white and the egg yolk.
So good.
Are we having a moment? Are we having a festive moment?
Oh my gosh.
This is almost spiritual, so we just need to have a moment. Listen, this is absolutely delicious. I have to put it down just for right now. That's what they're telling me. Let's move on to our next hack, though, because we do have a lot to get to. So you say we should DIY our own ingredients.
Okay, so that's not as scary as it sounds.
Okay.
Typical one, buttermilk. Use whole milk and then add in either white vinegar or lemon juice. Good ratio is 1 cup of whole milk to 1 tablespoon of vinegar or your lemon juice. Stir it together, and you can use buttermilk.
That's perfect.
Cake flour is another one you will use often here because it's less protein in it. It gives you a more tender cake. However, use all-purpose flour, but use a cup of all-purpose flour. Take 2 tablespoons out and add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Sift it together, and away you go. Less trips to the grocery store and less money spent.
And less waste, because you always throw out that buttermilk, let's be honest. Hey, you used your homemade buttermilk in your cake flour in this cake recipe. Tell us about it.
Okay, so this is a gingerbread bundt. Festive flavor of the season for me, gingerbread. There's no getting away from it. And as I said, I've used homemade buttermilk and cake flour in it, topped it off with a simple maple glaze.
Oh
This
my God.
so good.
This is beautiful.
Just call me Santa.
Okay. Now, you say you've actually made your own dark brown sugar for this brown. How do you make your own brown sugar?
So brown sugar, again, might be something, oh, it's too complicated, I can't do it. Take ordinary sugar and add in molasses, depending on the type of sugar that you want. So if you want a light brown sugar, stir in some molasses, a tablespoon for light brown sugar.
Okay.
And with a fork, fluff it up, stir it in. And then if you want darker brown sugar, add in 2 tablespoons of molasses.
Wow.
Again,
okay,
same thing.
Wow. So this next one is unexpected hacks where it's unexpected ingredients. So hold on, what is an unexpected ingredient exactly?
Okay, if your pantry is anything like mine, it's a graveyard for canned goods and canned contents.
Sure.
We've just had Thanksgiving, so of course cranberry sauce is lingering in mine. Sweets-wise, you could use applesauce or of course the tinned fruits. Canned produce is also cheaper. However, savory-wise, you could think along the lines of maybe chickpeas, mix them with some tomatoes, some store-bought puff pastry, an amazing savory galette.
Yeah.
And then going back to the two for it, the water from the canned chickpeas, you can whip up into a meringue or use it to thicken a mayonnaise or a sauce.
I've heard about this. That's exciting. So the recipe you've made highlighting this hack are these festive cranberry bars. Tell us about it.
Again, keeping it simple shortbread base. And basically, I'll put it in a pan, added some canned cranberry sauce on top, spread it out. Now, when I was making it, I held back some of the base and mixed that with some festive spices and some pecans and crumbled that on top. So you have this really festive cranberry bar.
This is so simple and beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a perfect bite.
And uses up those straight cans.
Wow.
It sure does.
Love
and
it.
you say one of the best final hacks you've got for us is buy in bulk.
Yes. So make use of your bulk store or your warehouse store. They have basically all your basic ingredients, but you can get them at a fraction of the cost and in quantities that you actually want. So rather than a big bag of flour or a big bag of sugar, you can get what you need. This time of year, they also have lots of their festive stock in. So sprinkles, flavorings, lots of jimmies, and also for cookie swaps, tins, cans.
Oh, that's so
It's also
smart.
in
That's so
there.
smart.
We love
So
that.
you picked up all of the ingredients for these gingerbread cookie bars at your local bulk store.
Yep.
Tell us about this beautiful little
Gingerbread
treat.
cookie bark, made use of the white melting wafers you can get there, add in some festive spices, some festively colored sprinkles and candies, and some of these really cute little gingerbread cookies you can also pick up there. One trip, a complete festive
trip.
treat. Done.
Look at
These
that.
are so pretty. That's them right there, right?
That's them right at the bottom
Oh, they're
there.
so pretty.
and
Gavin,
delicious.
these are delicious and they are cost effective, and this is exactly what we need at this time of our lives.
Thank you so much. I love them all.
Yeah.